Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Starting Strong. Today I want to read one verse, Revelation chapter 19, verse 10, and it says this, that the spirit of prophecy is the testimony of Jesus. The testimony of Jesus is the spirit of prophecy. Really quick, I want to tie these two together because testimony and prophecy have always been important pieces in the life of a believer. See, the testimony is simply this: what God has done in history. History is His story. It's what God has done throughout the ages. When God spoke, let there be light, and so it came to be. From that point, in the beginning of Genesis, all the way through history, God has been writing a beautiful story. See, God has done something in your life. God has done something in my life. If you have been impacted by the hand of God, you have a testimony if you're a born-again believer. See, the testimony is all about Him. It's all about what God has done in your life. See, the sun doesn't revolve around the earth. The earth revolves around the sun, the S-O-N. See, Christ is the centerpiece of all creation. When I was in Bible school, they taught us the first order of theology, and it's this, that there is a God, but I'm not Him. See, the testimony is all about Him. There's an unholy trinity. It's me, myself, and I. See, the heart of sin is I. The heart of pride is I. See, the testimony is not about me. If it's about me, I like to say it's a testaphony. It's not for real. It's a fake. It's a phony. But see, your story can impact the people around you. And this is what I want to prove today, is the spirit of prophecy is the testimony of Jesus. So what has God done in your life? What impact has He had? See, your story is different than my story. I'll never forget whenever Casey and I first started dating, I was preaching, I was traveling a little and sharing my story, and one night on the way home she said, "Babe, the more I hear your story, the more it amazes me." And she made this statement. She said, "I wish I had a testimony like yours. I feel like I don't have a testimony." And we talked about that. And I said, "Well, what's your story?" And she shared her story with me. And I said, "Babe, you have the most powerful testimony." See, Casey's never drank. She's never used any drugs. And she saved herself till she was married. In fact, she gave her life to Jesus at a very young age. Yes, she's made some mistakes, but she made a commitment to Christ whenever she was a young girl, and she served Him faithfully all of her days. And to me, that's the best testimony. I don't desire that anyone would dive into the depths of sin and drugs and alcohol like I did. See, she never did, and I did it all. I don't do it anymore, but see, that's her story. This is my story. And I want to ask you today, what has God done in your life? See, God is no respecter of men. What God does for one, He'll do for another. But see, God is a respecter of faith. And this is what I wanted to say today. Whenever you tell your story, the atmosphere becomes pregnant with the expectation for the same kind of miracle. When I tell people what God has done in my life, those who hear it, they believe that what God did for me, God can do for them and their family. That's why The testimony of Jesus is the spirit of prophecy. Whenever you share what Jesus has done in your life, it becomes a prophetic expression to those who hear. So I want to challenge you today. Share your story. I know you've had financial breakthroughs. I know that God has saved you. I know you've seen people radically healed and delivered. See, a testimony is simply what you have seen and heard. And all through your days, you've seen God do some amazing things. And don't hold them in your heart. Share them with the world around you, and you will see God do the same thing that He has done for you in the lives of the people around you. Revelation chapter 19:10 says that the testimony of Jesus is the spirit of prophecy. Share your story with someone today. It will have profound implications in the life of those around you. We pray for you every day. We love you. Share your story. God bless you.